Hey, what's up, YouTube? Now, before I get with the topic, I'm not done with the Q&A session just yet. I know a lot of people have been asking me, oh, are my questions going to get answered? I think I'm going to probably do like 2 more videos and then just be done with the Q&A because a 4-part video is long enough. So I wanted to give my opinion today on the recent hot issue, which is the 7 superstars that's been released by the WWE. Now, obviously, there's 2 names that people are all talking about, and that's Shelton Benjamin and Mickie James. No disrespect to Wang and Mike Knox and Katie Lee and Master J and Funaki. All good talents there, but really, Mickie James and Shelton Benjamin are the biggest superstars that got released. So, a lot of people are saying, well, Shelton Benjamin been in the WWE for almost 10 years. How did he get played out like that? Well, obviously, I've been a Shelton Benjamin fan, but we all know the criticism about Shelton Benjamin. The one big criticism about him is the lack of personality or the lack of mic skills, which has hurt him over the years. Now, when he has had its chances, like over the years, he's had pushes, but for some strange reason, it just never elevated to main event status. And I think somewhat, rumors that's been going around for a long time was about his attitude, his work ethic. Maybe he's like a little bit too laid back or very comfortable in his position. Whether this is true or not, I think it has some sort of credibility. I think Shelton's problem is the fact that, like I was saying, I think he was too comfortable in his position. I don't think he really fought hard to want to be a main eventer. For some strange reason, something in the backstage happened. Either upper management just did not want him to be a main eventer, but something made him just be at that standstill in the mid-card forever in his life. And that's very sad because we all know Shelton Benjamin is extremely talented. Now, Charlie Haas has said in interviews that he begged Shelton Benjamin to not re-sign with the WWE. Now that Shelton is gone, this might give Charlie Haas an opportunity to team up with Shelton Benjamin, maybe in TNA or in ROH. Now, a lot of people are saying that he's a shoo-in to go to TNA, and that may be true. But I think Shelton Benjamin in ROH would be a better fit because we can really see and he can really showcase his true talents in ROH. I think he won't get held back at all. We could actually see him go at it. And whether or not Charlie Haas will probably go there with him, it would be great. A tag team, the ROH could use another tag team. I think that would be really good to see. I think with Mickie James, she's had there's no secret that I'm not a big fan of Mickie James. I haven't been for a really long time now. I felt like her work has been really sloppy. I think she just didn't care no more about wrestling anymore because she's had other side projects. We know that she's recording a country music album. I think she already did, so she wants to focus on the music. But she can easily go to TNA and still pursue the wrestling and do the music career. I'm sure Tara was going to probably try to talk to her and tell her, come to the knockout division. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they hire her, and good for her if they do. But really, I'm not surprised by Mickie James getting fired here, even though a lot of people say, yes, she was an extremely good women's wrestler, and she was one of the tops, and she was probably the face of the women's division. Yes, that's true. But I just think all her side projects kind of misholds her. And now I hear rumors about supposedly she was late for to get on a bus and for them to travel, and and she was raised in a doghouse already. That's why she got sent to SmackDown. So that was kind of like the last straw. Whether or not that's true or not, who knows? But I just think they've been wanting to get rid of her for a long time now because they felt like she gained a lot of weight. They didn't like her image. They felt she was sloppy in the ring, and also now with the side project with the music career, I just thought maybe that was their way of saying that, we gotta start out, get rid of the old and get with the new, in a sense. And I do feel bad for her in that sense. But I definitely see Mickie James doing other things, and I'm not worried about her at all, even though I didn't like her as much as a wrestler. But definitely Shelton and Mickie, they have other opportunities. They got the best 2 opportunities out of the other people that got released. Katie Lee is a phenomenal wrestler. She never got a chance in WWE at all. Never one big chance. Shame on WWE for that because it was total bullshit. If she was to go to the Knockouts division, that would be awesome for her. But I don't see that happening, unfortunately. I do see her going back to Shimmer, though, which would be great because then we could really see her and showcase her talents. Wang was in ROH before. It'd be great to see him going back to ROH. But he had tweeted on his Twitter page that something about how, you know, Florida is looking really nice. So maybe he's like tempted to go to TNA, which will do good for him too. The X Division will be nice for him as well. Slam Master J, nice guy, but really no talent there. Funaki, on the other hand, I know a lot of people are knocking Funaki, like saying it's about time they got rid of him. He was nothing but a jobber. But you got to give the man his due. You got to give him his credit. He was in the WWE for over 10 years. I mean, he was in the Attitude Era, for crying out loud. I mean, the man had longevity, and he was there. And yes, he was a total jobber. Even though he won the Cruiserweight title, finally, he had actually won a match. But definitely, he probably was like my top 10 favorite jobbers of all time, because he just had something about him that could put guys over. Definitely Barry Horowitz is always going to be my #1 favorite jobber of all time. But with Funaki, you know, the guy was just not given a chance at all. But he lasted for so long. So in that sense, I do give him a lot of credit for that, and I wish him the best of luck. You know, Mike Knox is a big guy. Never really had a good shot in WWE. I think they did try to push him a little bit, but it just never really worked out. I could see him going to TNA. I think that TNA could use a big guy. They like those big guys, it seemed like. So I could see him going to TNA maybe. But besides that, you know, Shelton Benjamin and Mickie James, Shelton has a lot to prove right now. I mean, not to me, but in a sense to the wrestling world, because of the supposed attitude rumors of him being really laid back and lazy. If he really want to be a pro wrestler, and I'm sure he does, I shouldn't say it like that, but if, let's say, he really wants to really go out there and wrestle his ass off, I would love to see him go to Japan. I mean, if he was to go to Japan and they could really like just mentally work him over again to make him like really love this business, I want to see him go at it. I want to see him be like, I want to wrestle. I want to be a main eventer. I want to be a heavyweight champion. I want to see that. I want to see that desire in him, and hopefully we could see that happen with him. So that's what I wanted to say for now. I'll be back with the Q&A session later on this week, but I hope you all have a great weekend. I know I will. Talk to y'all later. Peace.